Hello everybody, I am the Celebration Man and today is January 6th. Today we're going to be celebrating Shortbread Day by baking two different kinds of shortbread with all the steps shown. And then I'm going to eat it. Here's everything you're going to need. A mixer. A beer for the baker, not for the mixture. Flour. Powdered sugar. Butter. Cocoa powder. A pan. That's it. Shortbread simple. First, take your mixer and add half a cup of room temperature butter. Should be one of these little sticks. Turn this on low and cream the butter up a little bit. Then turn it on high to make sure that it doesn't just stay in the beater, but it gets all mixed up. That looks nice and creamy. Turn that off. Next, add 3/4 of a cup of flour and 1/2 of a cup of powdered sugar. Turn that on low. And then higher. Not too high or you'll send all the flour and sugar flying. At about the point where it starts getting coarse like this, turn the mixer off, lift it up, and scrape down the sides of the bowl with a spoon. Get all the shortbread mixture out of the middle of the beater. Turn the mixer back on again low. At this point in the process, it'll be very sticky and probably all caught up in the beater. That's right where you want it to be. Scrape it all out of the beater and back into the bowl. Now that it's all in the bowl and not on the beater, take the beater off of your mixer. Take the bowl out of your mixer. Reach in there and squish the dough together with your hands into one solid mass. At this point, the dough might be a little bit too malleable, so we're going to put it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes to set up. While you're waiting for your dough to set up in the refrigerator, preheat your oven to 300 degrees. While your oven's preheating is a good time to butter and flour the pan so that your shortbread doesn't stick to it. Take yourself a stick of butter at close to room temperature. Rub that all around there. Make sure to get the edges really well. Now, I did say we were going to be making two different kinds of shortbread. So you're going to flour half of the pan with flour, and you're going to flour the other half of the pan with cocoa powder. It's okay if they overlap a little. Just try to get half and half. Now that we've got our pan properly greased and floured, we're going to take a knife to the dough in the mixing bowl and separate out half of it. We're going to take this half of the dough, mash it up in our hands, and then we're going to spread it all along this half of the pan. The floured half, not the cocoaed half. A little bit of cocoa will have gotten onto the dough, but that's okay. Just tamp down the edges with a fork. We've got that half done. Now push it off to the side. Reattach the beater to your mixer. Pick it up. Lock that in there. and add a heaping tablespoon of cocoa powder to it. Turn that on low. And then a little higher. Turn it off. Lift out the beater and remove that. And mash the mixture together with your hands again. It's going to be granular at this point. That's okay. As you can see, there's still a distinctive pattern in it. That's what you want. Mash that up. Push your mixer out of the way. And we're going to spread it in the other half of the pan, just like we did with the first half. There is a little bit of overlap. That's all right. You can also roll the two doughs into long tubes and then twist them around each other and flatten them out in the pan for a chocolate swirl pattern that's very good and very pretty. Dust the top of both halves with a little bit of powdered sugar. Next, take your pan and put it into your 300-degree oven and bake it for about 30 minutes. You'll want to check it at 25, but 30 is about how long it takes to get done. 25 minutes in, let's see how our shortbread is doing. Not bad. It appears to have puffed up nicely. Both sides of it appear to be cooking well. Well, 30 minutes in, let's see how the shortbread's doing. It's almost there. Almost, but not quite. It still needs about 3 more minutes by my estimation. Yeah, it's not quite crispy enough yet. 3 more minutes and it'll be done. And it's perfect. Let's pull that out. We're gonna let that cool for a little while and then we're gonna eat it. After you pull it out of the oven, grab a knife and score it, but don't cut it all the way through, into about 8 wedges. When it cools off, it'll be ready to eat. Celebration dog. Well, that's how you make shortbread, and that's how you celebrate Shortbread Day. On behalf of me and the celebration dog here, have yourself a very merry January 6th. And be back tomorrow, because every day's a holiday.